So I'm here to talk about the a very heavy band of snow that's coming through in the next couple of minutes. Right now, it's going through Brant Rock and the Brant Rock Marshfield area, all the way southwest to actually it's just entering the Connecticut coastline, also as well as the Rhode Island coastline, such as Newport and areas like Cranston and the docks down there. But it's gonna bring moderate to heavy snow. As you'll see in the corner of your screen, there's a picture of the radar, and this is the first heavy band, or a moderate to heavy band of the storm. This is gonna bring visibilities down significantly, probably to a half of a mile to maybe even a quarter mile in some cases, because it's gonna be pretty heavy snow, and it's gonna accumulate on the roadways pretty quickly because they've already the snow has already started accumulating on the roadways as they are already very cold, which means that the snow is going to start building up on them very fast, and the wind's going to blow it around really quickly too. So the roads are already icy, and on top of that, because you have the light powdery snow, you don't know that they're icy. They might not seem icy, but they are. So if you're in two-wheel drive or even four-wheel drive for that matter, it's going to be really difficult to get around because you're going to be skidding out a lot. Unless you have the snow tires or snow chains, even then though, even those against ice is impossible to drive. But it would help you a little bit. So that's why it's part of the reason why they're having the travel ban is because it's going to be really hard to drive with all the ice on the roads and all the snow. You can't go faster than like 30 miles an hour. Otherwise, you're just going to go off the highway. It's too slippery. And anyone who does have to travel on the highway is like nurses or hospital workers or ambulance drivers. They're going to have to travel under 30 miles an hour. So anyone who gets hurt in the storm, the response time is going to be pretty slow because they can't go 80 miles an hour on Route 3A or I-95 to go to the hospital because they're gonna put themselves, the ambulance drivers are gonna put themselves at risk, and then if they crash, then that's gonna be a much bigger problem, and then they're gonna have to get someone to rescue them. But the big story right now is really the band of snow that's coming through. This is very exciting. This is the first band that's coming through with Juno. That's the name of the storm that the Weather Channel gave it. I like that name actually. That actually is it's a very nice name. The moderate band of snow is also going to bring gusty winds, probably upwards of 45 miles an hour, which is not a lot for this storm, but that's the first. That's much higher than it's coming in right now. It's probably like 35 miles an hour gusts right now, which is pretty high. It seems pretty high, but tomorrow the National Weather Service is forecasting winds up to 70 miles an hour and even 80 miles an hour on the Cape. So they're probably going to end up with a lot of trees down because, again, the rain and snow line down there, which is, it's going to be approaching the Cape tomorrow morning, and it might even change to rain for a time in the islands of Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard. More for Nantucket, more rain for Nantucket, but that will mean the snow ratios will be a lot lower, meaning that because the temperature is much closer to freezing, or in some cases even above freezing. So the snow can't accumulate faster, but it has more of a water content in it, which makes it much, much heavier. The snow outside of the Cape, outside the canal, is going to be much lighter, and you're going to get much more of it because it accumulates much faster, and that's called a higher snow ratio, more like 12 to 10, or 15 to 10. Oh, sorry, no. I think it's, I don't. Oh, 5 to 1 or 10 to 1. A 5 to 1 or 10 to 1 ratio. And a 10 to 1 is the normal ratio. That's the ratio that the normal weather models calculate. But they're thinking more of like, so I meant a 12 to 1 or 15 to 1 ratio. A 15 to 1 means that it's much more than a 10 to 1 ratio. It's a much drier, powdery snow that they usually have out in western Massachusetts or in the ski hills. That's what they call the powder in like Matterhorn in the Alps. It's probably actually like 20 to 1 or 25 to 1. Because it's so cold there, but the colder it is, the higher the snow ratio, and which is they also call it, the scientific term is the higher the snow growth. And areas that are away from the coast get a much higher snow growth, and this is going to be seen in this storm. Even at the coast, we're going to get a very high snow growth because there's the high above us there's a very, very strong high pressure system above us that's providing all the Arctic cold air. Okay, and this is Stormy signing off from Situate Weather Live.